In this episode of Swadesi Startup Speaks, we dive deep into India's startup ecosystem, exploring major milestones and shifts that are redefining the entrepreneurial landscape. From the rise of eVTOL air ambulances and new opportunities for airline startups to the evolving recruitment culture and the push for profitability, Indian startups are navigating through exciting yet challenging times. Tune in for insights on the latest IPO developments, government initiatives, and much more. India is set to launch a vertical takeoff air ambulance service with a $1 billion deal between IIT Madras-based E-plane company and ICAT. The agreement includes 788 eVTOL air ambulances for nationwide deployment. These electric aircraft aim to ease medical emergency response and reduce environmental impact. With growing interest in India's eVTOL market, the government is considering relaxed airspace rules. E-plane plans to begin operations by late 2026, producing 100 units annually. Founder Satya Chakravarty seeks an additional $100 million for prototype development and certification. The air ambulances will accommodate a pilot paramedic patient stretcher and life-saving equipment with speeds of 200 kmph and a range of up to 200 kilometers. Kerala's Chief Minister's Office released data highlighting startup growth under the LDF government amid controversy over Congress MP Shashi Tharoor's praise of the state's entrepreneurial progress. The number of startups in Kerala has risen from 300 during the UDF regime to 6,200 over the past 8 years, creating 6,000 jobs and attracting INR 5,800 crore in investment. Incubation space expanded from 1,500 SQs fight in 2016 to 1 million SQs. The government aims to establish 150,000 startups and generate 100,000 jobs by 2026. Tharoor's remarks sparked a political debate with CPIM welcoming his comments while Congress questioned them. Amit Gupta, director of Startup Factorial, criticized India's hiring culture on LinkedIn, arguing it prioritizes comfort over competence. He claimed recruitment favors culture fit over skills, leading to biases based on background, language, and region. Referrals dominate hiring, limiting diversity and stifling innovation. His post sparked debate with professionals sharing frustrations about biased hiring, unrealistic expectations, and salary opacity. Some noted similar issues in Europe where nationality and language influence hiring. Others defended prioritizing loyalty over ability, arguing that skills can be taught but retaining employees is harder. India's IPO market surged in 2024 with 13 startup IPOs raising $3.4 billion, including Swiggy Ola Electric and FirstCry. Optimism carried into 2025 with fintech firms Pine Labs and Grow planning $1 billion IPOs. However, market sentiment is shifting as the Nifty 500 has dropped 15% since its September 2024 peak. Many 2024 IPO stocks now trade below their offer price, raising concerns for cash-burning startups eyeing IPOs this year. Analysts had expected strong IPO momentum but weak performance from firms like Swiggy, which reported rising losses despite revenue growth signals growing risks in India's IPO landscape. India's startup ecosystem is expanding beyond IIT IIM and ISB alumni. While over 67% of unicorn founders have engineering backgrounds, the dominance of IIT graduates is declining. In 2020, more than 50% of unicorn founders were from IITs, particularly IIT Delhi, but by 2023, this percentage fell. Over 60% of Sunicorn founders did not graduate from IITs, and more than 77% lack an IEM background. This shift highlights a more inclusive entrepreneurial landscape, with successful founders emerging from diverse educational and professional backgrounds. Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh inaugurated the Science and Technology Expo 2025 at IIT Jammu, highlighting India's progress in innovation. He noted that India ranks third globally in startup ecosystems with over 1.7 lakh startups, and that more than 5,500 of the world's top 2% scientists are from India. He praised advancements in space biotechnology and healthcare, citing Chandrayaan's success and vaccine development. The expo showcased innovations from academia, startups, and industries. Dr. Singh urged collaboration with the private sector and emphasized government initiatives like Startup India and Aroma Mission, which foster entrepreneurship and innovation. Temasek-backed meat delivery startup Licious plans a $2 billion IPO in 2026 as it targets profitability by August 2025. The company is expanding its offline presence, aiming to open 500 stores over 5 years. Despite narrowing losses to INR 2, 98 billion in FY24 from INR 5. 29 billion in FY23 revenue fell to INR 6, 87 billion from INR 7, 48 billion. The IPO proceeds will support growth in India's fragmented meat and fish market and fund acquisitions of smaller offline stores. Indian startups are shifting from a growth at all costs mindset to prioritizing profitability, a trend accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic and the funding winter that followed. While mature startups have already turned profitable, early stage startups now aim to break even within the next 2 years, according to a survey by venture debt firm Innovan Capital. This recalibration signals a broader industry shift towards financial sustainability, focusing on efficient customer acquisition and long term viability rather than rapid expansion fueled by investor money. The Indian government has launched the Startup India Learning Program, a free online entrepreneurship course aimed at empowering young entrepreneurs. This initiative, developed by Invest India in collaboration with Upgrad, provides structured learning across 4 weeks, covering topics like idea validation, finance, legal foundations, business planning, and fundraising. Entrepreneurs can learn from over 40 top Indian founders and gain insights into real world successes and failures. Participants receive certification and have access to networking and mentoring opportunities. The program is available in Hindi and English. The initiative aligns with the Startup India mission to foster innovation and create a supportive ecosystem for new businesses. Salil Gupta, president of Boeing India, highlighted the significant opportunities for airline startups in India, citing the country's growing economy and unique geography. With India's aviation market projected to grow at 9% annually, Boeing has supported Indian airlines like Air India, Akasa, and SpiceJet. Gupta emphasized that despite competition from established players like Indigo and Air India, there is room for new entrants with a forecasted demand for 25-50 commercial planes in the next 2 decades. He also stressed the importance of synergy between civil and defense aviation, as seen in markets like Japan and Singapore. Startups like Akasa Air are benefiting from the government's UDAN scheme, which makes air travel more affordable. However, challenges such as limited infrastructure and regulatory hurdles remain. Despite these, the sector holds strong growth potential. Thanks for tuning in to Swadesi Startup Speaks. We hope today's discussion gave you a clearer perspective on the evolving startup ecosystem in India. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and insights from the world of Indian entrepreneurship. Stay innovative and keep pushing forward.